Most AI image generators have a problem. They're boring. They lack taste. But today, we're looking at Higsfield Soul 2.0, where it doesn't just generate images, it understands culture. Soul 2.0 is a foundational model by Higsfield. Think of it like your creative director. So while other tools give you a often finished but often wrong product, Soul should give you the perfect base. As always, I'll have a link in the description below, but we are going to start off by just generating a simple image. So I want to really show you some of the features that are built into Soul 2.0, which are like must-have features, and we're going to get there just shortly. But for now, I want to just generate a standard image, a cinematic high-resolution shot of a young woman standing on a crowded bridge in Tokyo at midnight, and you can kind of go through, you can pause the video, you can read the entire prompt, and you will quickly see I added a lot of like detail here with the billboards and everything, but here is the image that we just generated using Soul 2.0. So this is a really good image, and it captured literally everything I wanted within the image. But here's where things get really cool. So we have all these options along the bottom. I'm going to click angles because angles it's wild what you're able to do. And you can see, I'm just going to move myself over just slightly. We can actually decide what the angle looks like. We can move this little spear around. We can say, okay, you can kind of see the camera of like what the camera view will look like from that specific angle. So if we click there, you're going to see the rotation here and the tilt and the zoom. And we can also generate this button here, generate the 12 best angles. And we can do all these different angles of the same shot. So we're going to hit generate here, and you're going to see that we're now we're processing the same exact photo, but from all different camera views of the same shot. And it's going to be able to pick up all the same details that were in the original shot, but from different views, as if like there's multiple cameras around the one image. So you're starting to see all the images come in. So this is the first one we started with, as I mentioned, and I'm just going to like go through them, and you can see this image here and that one, it's very similar. So you can see like the red sign in the top right, and when we go down here, you can see it carries over all the detail. So the signs like above her, the pink one, the blue one, it's carrying through all the detail, but it's just like a different shot of the same exact thing. So you can see as we go through, this is really cool. It's taking all the different angled shots from all the different angles that it said. Or alternatively, like I showed you, you can use that little spear and move it around. You can say, okay, this is the angle I want. This is the only shot I want. And it's able to do that as well. So angles is really powerful because we can take that one image and then turn it into all these different shots of the same exact image, carrying through all the detail. Now let's talk about the holy grail of image generation, which is character consistency within your images. This is where Soul ID comes in. At the bottom, we can hit character, and then we can actually create our own character here. And you're going to see we can actually upload photos. So while we have to upload 20 photos, I'm only going to upload 4 to start just to show you something. It shows you which photos are high quality versus ones that are low quality. So it already detects it. We can remove that, and you can actually see the quality bar goes up, which is just behind my head, and you can see the number of images that we have, and we do not have enough images yet. So our character, by the way, is AI Dana, just the AI version of my wife. So let's upload some more images here. So now we have 21 images uploaded, which is still bad. It's not great. And we can go all the way up to 80 photos of her if we want. But I'm just going to leave it at 21, that it can still work with just 21 photos, and it's going to work extremely well. So this is going to queue, this is going to finish, and I will show you what you can do with this absolutely epic feature. Now we're going to go back, we're going to click character, and you can see we have our AI Dana character. We can click her, and you can actually see she is part of the prompt now. So we have AI Dana, and we're going to describe the scene, and we're going to put in the same exact prompt as last time, but this time around, we have attached our AI Dana character, and it's able to take AI Dana, whatever character you train on, and it can be your own face, it can be your wife's face in my circumstance, and it's going to take her, and it's going to utilize the prompt and kind of bring them all together. And check it out. Here is our AI Dana in the same exact style, same exact prompt that we had before, but it is now using our character. And just like before, we have access to angles, like I showed you. Where it gets really cool is we can do relight as well. And I'm going to like relight, and I'm going to go a little bit crazy here because I really want to show you what you can do. But I'm going to hit back because I want the light coming from behind her here. And actually, let me move myself over so you can actually see what I'm doing. But I want to hit back because we're going to like relight from behind her. And you can actually drag to change the light position. So you can say, okay, the light's going to be coming from back here mostly, and I can adjust where the light is actually coming from. So I can say, okay, it's coming from there. We can make it a hard light. We can adjust the brightness. We're going to make it like overly bright just to show you how bright this can actually be. Just to remind you, this is the original image here, and this is the new image. So you can actually see everything stays the same. Literally, the only thing that changes is the light itself. So if you want to relight, you have the ability to do that. Where it gets really cool is you have the perfect shot. You have the angles you want. You have it all lit up. Everything is perfect. This is the perfect shot. However, you want to make a couple of minor adjustments, and you can use Nano Banana. So if you can see, like right behind my head, there's reference, and if you click that, it's going to load up here with Nano Banana Pro, and now we can make adjustments to it. So in this example here, I said have her holding a bowl of ramen noodles. So you can actually see what she looks like, and it's Soul 2.0 is the best workflow for Nano Banana because you can use it to get that base image, get the lighting, get the angle, everything perfect, move to Nano Banana, now you can get the final image that you're looking for. But things are about to get scary good. Let me show you mood boards. So on mood boards, it's very similar. You can upload images, you can upload from assets, and it's going to bring you to the same screen as I showed you before, where you can make your own mood board. And it's going to be in queue, it's going to start generating, and really what mood boards are is exactly that. They're boards with a specific mood. So you can actually see like warm ambient, Y2K style, the swag era. You can go through, and these are different moods that already exist, or like I said, you can actually just train your own mood board based off whatever specific thing you want. So if you want to use the built-in mood boards or use your own, when you're on this screen here, we can go to character. We're just going to include our AI Dana because we want her, and we have our mood board here, and we can see our mood board in queue, or we can use one of the curated ones that already exist. So I'm going to generate a couple just so you can see. So let's try like the 2000s band one. We're going to hit generate, and then we're going to hit change, and let's just generate the swag era, and we'll generate that one, and let's do like a couple of others. Y2K street, that one looks kind of cool, and let's just kind of go through, and we'll just do like maybe one or two others, just so you can kind of see how it works and how it looks and how good these actually come out. So these are all generating now. I'll be back in just a second to show you. Actually, here's the first one. We will not be back in just a second. So this is the 2000s band one, and I think this is hilarious because it is literally just all AI Danas. You can see it's an army of AI Dana. It's awesome. It truly does look like a 2000s band. You can see like the clothes, the jeans, the aesthetics, the style, the slight like fuzziness. It's pretty awesome. Let's move left. We can see here we have the swag era. There's AI Dana with her swag and her like sweater and everything. She's in like the bathroom taking her selfie with her rings. Pretty cool. We have the Y2K street. So there she is. And again, you can see like the fuzziness. You can see like the curved corners and everything. It looks pretty awesome. We have this one here, and that looks pretty good. We can continue forward. We have the digital camera. I don't know what's going on in this one, but it truly does look like a digital camera took it. So the quality and the way these work is just incredible. Double exposure. Again, if you really think about what's going on in mood boards, you can actually create your own mood board, like I was saying, using like 20 images or 25, 30, whatever. You can create the exact mood you're looking for, and now you have a reusable process, a reusable style, your signature look that you can use over and over again. It is an incredibly powerful and useful feature. There is also something called Soul Hex, where you can extract the colors out of an image and then reuse those colors, reuse that style, that color style, the color palette in another image. So along the bottom here, you can see I have one called red, and I went a little extreme. I tried color palettes themselves, but you can also see I've tried my logo, and you can actually see what the hex colors look based off these different photos. So if you look at my logo, I'm just going to edit for a second, you can actually see it picked up and it pulled out all of these different colors from my logo. So it's like the shading and all the different colors, and I can give it a name. So I can give it the Franklin AI logo if I want. I can hit save, or alternatively, I can upload any photo I want. And you can see here, as this photo gets uploaded, you can actually see all the different colors that are coming out of this color palette for this photo. So maybe I want this one to be like more cyber colors or whatever. It doesn't matter. You can actually see now if we hit like cyber, you can actually see it pop up, and now we have the cyber color ready to go. We can take any of these photos, and it's literally as simple as just dragging it down, and now we have like our Soul 2.0 using the Cyber as like the color palette, using Soul Hex to transfer the colors from here over. And just like before, we can just hit generate. So while using this feature, it's going to add in those hex colors. You can actually see it here even in the prompt, but it will generate a different photo, it'll generate a different person. So it's like the style of the original photo, but using the new colors that you selected. And just like before, as with everything, you have access to all these different features to get the perfect shot. And you can really fine tune and get Soul 2.0 really working for you. So you can see here, I have like everything kind of filled out. I have a nice little prompt that I came up with. I'm going to generate 2 images. I'm picking the colors. I'm adding AI data. And again, I can just like create the mood board or use the curated one that I have. And I can say, okay, use one of these. This is what I want. Let's just pick this one. We're going to hit generate. It's going to combine everything into one single image. And then from that one image, we can always go back, change the angles, change the colors, change the lighting, and adjust it all to make it perfect, bring it to Nano Banana, have a finalized image. So in the beginning of this video, I said, hey, it's your creative director, and it truly is. So check out this one here. So here she is, half human, half robot on the beach. Like, it looks pretty awesome. So here it is with theatrical lighting, which is really cool. And it's like the same type idea, same prompt, and you can see what that looks like. So the results are absolutely incredible. And you can see here's like a different version. I generated 2. And like I was saying, we can say, hey, let's try the different angles of this exact thing. We can adjust it all, or we can say, okay, generate the best 12. And just like that, we have 12 more images of the same image from different angles. Again, you can adjust the lighting. You can make all the fine-tuned adjustments for everything. It is wild. Soul 2.0 is officially live, so you can check it out using the link in the description below. It is faster and it is smarter than before, and it has like real soul. It has real taste. So if you're tired of boring AI, give it a go. Honestly, the customizations and the ability, like the director feel that you have, truly makes it a cool tool. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. If you guys enjoy AI, don't forget to subscribe for more AI content. It's completely free. Just go click the subscribe button, and don't forget to like the video, tell the algorithm, hey, you just have content, you want to see more of it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow with another AI video.
AI tools.